was enraged by the design choice and decided to go on a protest, going from shop to shop in the local community to vandalize Sonic Boom game covers, getting banned from multiple gaming outlets in the process.
Cheers.
On the 26th, Chris Chan made a visit to their local
You scoundrel.
within the Charlottesville, Virginia Fashion Square. Here, Chris Chan would make their opinion known about Sonic's new arm design, only to be quickly asked to leave when they spoke up. After this, while leaving, Chris Chan took out a small canister of mace and sprayed one of the employees before swiftly fleeing the shop. This assault would result in Christine getting arrested on that same day. The Sonic enthusiast was charged with dangerous gas unlawful release, which is a felony charge, and side note, also kind of sounds like somebody criminally farted. On October 15, 2015, the charge was amended to be a misdemeanor assault charge, where Chris Chan was found guilty and given a 180-day
Hey.
basically meaning if Chris stayed out of trouble, they wouldn't have to do any jail.
You are first and pretty early.
April 11th of 2016, and the fine was paid off in July of the same year without
What's up, dude?
issues. Christine had gotten off with a slap on the wrist, but unfortunately, that would not be the case for the next crime she allegedly committed about 5 years down the line.
Right
Now
there.
let's move on to the more recent Chris Chan mugshot. While Christine may have a more neutral expression than the previous, the allegation behind this mugshot is actually far more serious and disturbing. On July 27, 2021, Chris Chan was recorded in an audio call seemingly confessing
Feeling happy? That's good, dude.
sexual relations with a woman named Barbara Chandler, who, if you didn't know, Chris Chan's
I guess the same.
an elderly woman that
It's a decent
was
enough
ill
day.
and many believed was suffering from dementia.
Somehow starting this way later than I intended, but that always happens. Like, no joke, I intend to start doing this at like 2 or 3,
The scandalous call
and it's almost 7.
many viewing this as the final nail in the coffin for Chris Chan online. Soon
2 years, damn.
reporters and wellness checks
Keep doing them.
were called into the local police
You clearly
within the jurisdiction
have a knack for it,
residents. On July 30th, 2021,
because it looks
the Greene
smooth.
County Police issued an emergency protective order against Chris, forbidding her
And probably,
any contact with
I mean, you're good enough to where you should
from staying in the
stop
house
messing around with Flip a Clip and start like
cared for and inspected. The next day,
get a program that doesn't watermark all your videos, you know.
protective order by receiving $750 from Barb's bank account.
There are many free ones. I'm using one right now.
Christine would find herself arrested by the local police outside of the Regency Inn in Henrico, Virginia. The arrest being captured on footage live by
Yeah, but you don't want all your cartoons marked with Flip a Clip, though.
Chris Chan can be heard shouting to onlookers who had come to witness the arrest.
Did you do that on a phone? That's crazy. Or a tablet, probably.
Chris seems pretty delusional about the entire endeavor, not realizing the gravity of the
Oh, so you can pay to not have the watermark. That's fair. Alright, now...
body cam footage captures some of the insanity as well.
Damn.
Yes, hi, what's your name? Hi, I'm Christine Chandler. Okay, can you come out for a second?
Do you have a computer
What's that? You got a warrant for your arrest there.
that you could plug something into to draw on?
Spirit, well, interdimensionally, you can't tangibly see them.
Physical person. Is there a physical person in the room?
Originating from this universe? No. I need more behind it. Okay. Part of my fluctuance.
Mm.
Since they're not, the only thing they will allow are like crosses for like religion.
Okay, well, if I may speak, the signs you shape it down, the big yellow thing at the bottom there.
I've got a spare,
So,
Okay, I don't know if they'll allow that.
I've got a spare Wacom Bamboo. It's not a screened drawing tablet, but
signs you, right? On the opposite side of the universe.
me see.
Chris Chan was charged with incest and taken to the local county jail. They were later transferred to Central Virginia Regional Jail and held without bond. For the next few years, Christine's imprisonment was covered worldwide to the point where even Fox News was reporting on the story.
A YouTube personality called Chris Chan has just been arrested in Virginia on, of all things, incest charges. Authorities say Chan was having sex with his 79-year-old mother who has dementia. Chris Chan is a...
Where is the option to not have a screen?
The Virginia authorities initially went along with that. They classified Chris Chan as a female, and that means Chris Chan...
Yeah, I couldn't imagine paying that much. The one I have was about $300, and it's... I'm gonna show you, but something like that. But the other one I have, it's... I don't really use it. If you absolutely can't afford something, I'll just send it to you. But hold on, because why can't I find it?
During her time incarcerated, Christine was transferred back and forth from a mental facility and was forced to stay with men even though she...
Why is it so expensive now? I'm pretty sure this is what I have. But I got it at a Goodwill for like $5 years ago. Like 10 years ago, probably. I wonder if this is just a newer model. Oh, that's not too bad. So this is the same brand that I'm using right now. Oof. That looks pretty slick.
On March 27, 2023, after nearly 2 years of imprisonment, Christine was...
Something like that. Oh, it was a slightly bigger one too. $50. Yeah.
The incest charge was dismissed as a result of a filing for an autism disorder deferred disposition. Despite the suspicious circumstances and...
Yep, I'll link you in chat.
To prosecute Chris Chan for the alleged incest, and many online believe Chris to be the internet's version of O.J. Simpson, an individual that got away with...
Here's a fun one.
There being evidence that they were the one who did it. Okay, and I'll stop.
It's pretty small though.
I've actually seen anybody compare Chris Chan to O.J. Simpson, but I did. Did Chris do it? Comment below, and let's get into the next mugshot. So this guy sure looks happy in his mugshot, doesn't he? What's the story here? Gideon, real name Armani
Yeah, I
Adams,
think you should do it
is a YouTuber and streamer
if you can,
after the end of the COVID-19
because
He's most notable for his comedic visits to bizarre
once you get used to it, I think it's going to be so much easier for you to work on.
strange communities around the United States.
Like having keyboard shortcuts and all that, dude. Like I couldn't imagine having to like touch everything on the screen, like every backspace or brush shift in size.
Maybe I can even attend a church service.
Alright, so I'm gonna zoom in the camera. But there is no camera, so I have to make it up.
But I actually think the videos highlighted a moment ago are some of Gideon's more highbrow...
I gotta figure out how to
lower brow material that eventually leads to a mugshot.
make a blank frame.
Thought-provoking content,
I mean, I guess I could just delete all these frames.
stuff as well, such as the prank-style nuisance content. It's this stuff that would get him caught up with law enforcement. In a
Let's rename
now-deleted
this one.
prank video created by Gideon and YouTuber Jamie, the video titled "My College Professor Rejected Me," featuring...
Yeah, that shit's annoying, dude.
Two creators run up on a professor at the University of Houston. The prank involved the group barging into a college lecture hall and Jamie showering the female professor...
Get yourself a cheap little drawing pad and fucking make some stuff. Those are better for your neck too, so you're not looking down like I am all the time. Alright, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make a backup save of this right now. Where's it?
All of this would result in authorities being alerted and a
What the
warrant
heck?
would be put out for Gideon's arrest for misdemeanor trespassing. Later in April, after Gideon had still not taken care of the warrant, he was arrested while live streaming on Instagram, during which Gideon does his best to pose for a thumbnail.
Alright, let's try this.
I'm just going to give you a warning, but they want to place a hold. Do you have someone that you want to call to get the vehicle?
I want to show you
That's the thing, I don't have anybody here right now. Everybody's
an animation I made a while ago. If I can find it.
I'm going to have to put you handcuffs. Is it cool if I get a thumbnail? A who? A thumbnail? Before you put the handcuffs on? I'll let you do that once we get to the station, okay, bud? Okay.
Gideon was charged with a misdemeanor and a mugshot was taken. A mugshot that he would
Oh, you might like
use
this.
as a Twitter profile picture. Though I can't find anything else regarding a sentencing for
I made this
I imagine since
for a
he was
comic I had an idea for
trespassing charge, he just had
that
to-
I should probably
In
actually
September
make.
2023, Gideon experienced some sort of cathartic moment in his life and completely abandoned
It's a cool setup.
and dumped his online persona for the time, claiming that he needed to get back on the path of righteousness and follow God. He deleted his Twitter and YouTube videos around this time and became dedicated to spreading the word of Christianity. Though this seems to have been a short.
So there's a dude that's writing the comment.
Gideon is kind of back
It's his
to
ship.
bullshit and uploads on his main channel. A solemn face, expressionless and emotionless. A typical
Okay, let me see if I can find this.
Nothing out of the ordinary. However, this particular face is the face of one of the most hated YouTubers of all time, that being J-Station. J-Station, real name Jason Ethier, gained an audience mostly through deception and distasteful practices. The creator is most known for his 3 a.m. challenges, wherein he pretended to summon spirits of recently deceased celebrities to telepathically communicate using Ouija boards and other
Going to do an EVP session to try to communicate with Mac Miller.
Where the heck did I put it?
Anything. See if we can actually communicate with him. We're looking for someone named Mac Miller. Yo, look at this freaking dude. Mac Miller.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm getting shivers right now.
Jay also uploaded content in which
I'm letting you see this folder because so you can just see all the random fucking drawings I made
that only 13-year-olds would believe.
while I look for this animation. There's a thumbnail for it. This is a frame from it.
I've noticed that there has actually been slaves for sale on the dark web, guys. Actual slaves that people can buy to do everything for them.
Huh. Maybe not.
40,000 likes. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Normally they take slaves and do horrible things to them.
Is my heater on? Yes. Oh, here it is.
Eventually, Jay would attempt to have his girlfriend fake her own death for content, and this stunt would result in him
Where's the
losing
final
his
one?
channel due to reckless activity. Something I've actually
Cool, I have
covered in depth in
several.
other videos.
One must be different file type. Okay.
Before all of this, we must detail the often forgotten seminal legal controversy surrounding Jay.
It's on the wrong
And the source of this
screen.
mugshot. His March 25th, 2018 arrest at Disney World. It began around 6:30 p.m. when police deputies were alerted by Disney security regarding a disorderly man. That man, J-Station, was upset due to his bag being taken by another guest at the park by mistake.
It's pretty fun.
The bag reportedly had over $2,000 in cash as well as a camera, and Jay was keen to get this.
I was pretty satisfied with how that jump looked.
Bro, alright, so let's tweet him out. So tell them, yo, dog,
It's a little choppy, but
Yo, it's serious shit, bro. I know it's serious. I know, I told them. Bro, they're the ones who told you to put it out. So what they do? Give you a number? You're giving me a hard time.
When authorities came upon the scene, J-Station had already been in the midst of berating the managers.
So I need to put a blank frame here, I think.
Refusing to leave. Instead, he decided to record the baggage check, which was apparently against their policy or some shit. As the deputies asked Jay to leave the park, he reportedly.
Or actually, I don't need a blank frame.
Began yelling at them. The deputies saw and thus decided to arrest the YouTuber.
Of course, dude. I'm taking any suggestions.
Jay resisted and he was subsequently dragged on.
Can't promise I'll follow him, but I will hear you out.
They just freaking arrested him. Hey, Jay, just go along with it, bro. Jay.
Is there someone standing behind me right now?
Jay, this stuff got stolen. What?
I'm not gonna look at the camera now because I'm scared.
Guys, why are you doing that? Go, what, guys?
Is Jeff the killer behind me?
This needs to go all over the place. He got his stuff stolen.
Wait, is my bong visible?
From an officer at the scene regarding Jay's behavior said, Mr. Ethers stated to me multiple times that he was going to sue
Do I have a
me
booger?
and I was a peon. He didn't
I gotta know, dude. You gotta say it.
and said I couldn't afford to be sued because I have nothing. Shortly after the incident, the bag would be recovered. Jay would get his stuff back, but not without getting charges. Jay would be charged with trespassing and resisting arrest without violence. He went to jail but would later be released on a $1,200 bail. Footage of Jay Station going through security was recovered, and Jay became convinced that security had taken his bag at the time. He continued to vocalize his complaints on social media about the event, and the story was picked up by media outlets as he criticized the Disney World security and Orlando Police Department.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
He did concede that he wished he
Yeah, so actually I'll just ask you about the pacing of this, because
charges, it appears that the resisting arrest one was dropped and the trespassing charge was withheld. It looks like he only had
I think it's kind of slow,
He made it to the end. Let me know
but
what you
also
thought about this video.
I
Down below in the comment section.
like
Let me know who
the pacing is okay. I can't really explain. I'll just ask you.
Major shout out to my
All right, we'll start it right now.
Appreciate you guys. Wavy Web Surf out. Peace.
Like, I feel like this could be shorter, this could be shorter. But also someone else said that how slow it was created anticipation. So I was like, okay, well, like that's probably a little slow right there.
Parenting is
For
a tough
sure.
job. It's unique in the way that it's a bit different for everyone, but there are some universal truths most people can get behind, like don't leave your toddlers in a hot car for 4 hours.
Hat outside, you know what I mean? Oh, so you mean to, okay.
Try not to go into an H coma and let your 3-year-old leave the house and wander onto the highway.
You're both are getting arrested. Get your kids dressed.
I could probably cut some fat out of that for sure.
Really just not cut out for the job. And it's a shame because although the parents were about to see get in trouble with the law, it's always the kids who ultimately pay the price of their negligence. This video by the channel Detective Williams documents the body cans of some of the worst.
Just gotta figure out how to do it without fucking everything up.
I'm sometimes hard on myself as a parent when I make mistakes, but after watching this, I'm doing just fine so far. Yeah, I'm all right. Anyhow, let's jump in.
Starting with this case, where an officer from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office responded to
yeah.
finding a child out on the drive.
As I was animating it, it just looked kind of like jelly. And then so I was like, I'm just gonna kind of keep with that. It wasn't so much of a choice as it just kind of happened. I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna. But I mean, if it's slow, then people aren't gonna watch it for more than a couple seconds, right? So it's good. It would be good to know that. Because I'm just me, so I don't like anything I make, so. Alright. Let's watch it again a few more times. And then I think you'll see what, I mean, you already see what I mean, I'm sure.
Listen, if you're 2 years old and you're already on a first-name basis with the local PD,
That could be sped up a bit.
sounds like this clearly isn't the first time he's been out to this location.
And maybe I can move the T-pose
That's where you came from? Yeah. Not.
sooner. Like a little after the head separates. T-pose. T-pose and then blood spurt. Colossian is a little dragging. Yeah, I agree.
Love the
I kind of want to just get really weird with this, or I might just end it soon so I could start something else. But I'm going to do another zoom in on his face, I think. Let's tighten up this claw scene real quick, though. Alright, so claw starts there. Alright, well, how do you feel about the timing? This right here, this little gap. Like, is it good to wait for a bit? Like, oh, what is he looking at? Oh, a claw? Or let's see what it looks like.
Speaking of bad habits, though, today's video sponsor is helping accelerate humanity's breakup from a popular destructive habit.
I wonder if there's a way I can select everything.
Cold turkey may be delicious on a sandwich, but when it comes to breaking bad habits, there's a better way. I'm not talking about rubbing apple cider vinegar on your nips or whatever your holistic aunt does. I'm talking about today's video sponsor, Fume, and how they approach these problems in a different way. Instead of the drastic and uncomfortable change that accompanies a habit break, why not start by taking...
Here, we'll just sample it. We'll just go like this.
An innovative, award-winning device that does just that. No electronics, no harmful chemicals, just refreshing, natural, flavored air in a variety of delicious options. That's correct. It is a habit that is guilt-free to enjoy and makes
the slow descend.
bad habit more manageable. I wasn't sure what to expect when they reached out.
I'm actually kind of liking how this looks.
And honestly, the flavors are super smooth, but as a tactile, fidgety guy, I really appreciate its build quality and the way it's weighted, specifically designed with magnets.
Right. I think that's better.
Including the adjustable airflow dial. Just crack open the flavor core you want, place it into the Fume, and you're good to go. It's that easy. So if you're looking for that edge to help you stop something you've been putting off, I really think that Fume could be what you're looking for. It's easy and enjoyable.
What do you think about that?
Continue to pile up as over 150,000 customers have been served so far. You can join Fume and help accelerate humanity's breakup from destructive habits.
Alright, I'm going to start at the beginning. Watch it.
Just go to tryfume.com/LeonLush or scan the QR code and use...
Yep, that's better.
10% off your journey.
That's a better pacing. Okay, but I gotta do it right though, which means I gotta move.
Still get your 10% off. That's tryfume.com. Use code LeonLush. I appreciate you.
Don't want to say that trailer right there, but I was out here for a similar incident.
I guess I can just cut this out.
You were trying to find the mom again? They were younger, they were younger obviously at the time, but that's why I'm kind of remembering them. You're a godsend today. Yes. Go ahead.
Make sure I have everything. Don't need that. Okay, where? Oh, there it is. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Sometimes I'll move everything over and then realize I didn't have one thing in the animation timeline. And then I play it and it's all fucked up. That's a copy of the crane. What is that? Is that nothing? Oh, here's the shockwave. Okay. That's what I was talking about right there. Shockwave.
You remember that? And your son today was in the street walking out on US 1, and luckily some nice lady saw him and stopped before he got smushed by a friggin' car. You know, what were you guys doing in there?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, say drugs, opiates, H, booze, all the above, whatever they get their hands on, probably.
Just sleeping?
They're still catnap.
Alright, let's see how that looks. Hopefully everything transferred properly.
You don't want to, like, I mean, you can look at it obviously, but it's disgusting. Like, I didn't even want to walk in there, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't another kid in there. Is this the same kid or a different one?
Oh, I've got a blink.
The same kid that called us last time. He's got a younger sister in there.
Oh, shit.
With the grandparents.
Kid called the worst son?
Or the grandparents.
Shockingly, the mother had no reaction upon knowing that her son was on the verge of being run over, showing the type of people they are. Fortunately for the little boy, the officer then informs the parents that they are going to be arrested for child neglect.
Step out of the car for me. Come here. Come on. Step out of the car. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
I'm having enough of this. Without both of you. What? You getting arrested? You both are getting arrested. To get your kids dressed. For what? Child neglect. Why? Come on.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Speed that up too.
There's no consequences for any of my actions in my life. What's wrong? This is so
Okay,
unfair.
that's still synced up. That's synced up. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna mute this. I need to yell this dog to shut up.
Let's go. It's officer rules.
Okay.
Why am I getting arrested? Child neglect. Put your hands behind your back. What did I do? What did you do? It's what not you didn't do. You didn't want the kids. Your kids
Let's see how I can figure out how to speed that part up.
I mean, this is just a circus. All I want is the kid to get some clothes and get changed. You guys couldn't even do that. What do you think I was doing? Sitting around. That's what you were doing. I was putting clothes on. This is not fair at all. It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair to your son. That's what's not fair to the other people.
Fuck it, dude. That officer just had enough. I would have been in the same position. You can only take so much of that probably before you just start having absolute contempt for people like that. And that loser is absolutely right. It's not fair at all, but for his child, as the officer said. The fact that that child gets stuck with a couple of deadbeat parents that can't even change his diaper or have a modicum of concern for his safety, unfair. In the best case scenarios, he goes up using
What
for you to make sure he doesn't end up
what part do you think of this sequence could be faster?
Old McDonald's that's like 10 years old. They can't get him clothes. But he's walking around with his glass everywhere.
Should it be after the chomp and just kind of shoot it down?
Not having shown any type of remorse for the situation in which their son was,
Just cut some of the frames out of that.
they are being arrested is disgusting. The couple's
After it clicks, okay. That's what I was thinking.
of the State Department of Children and Families.
That's obviously not ideal either, putting kids into the system, but sometimes it's like probably the lesser of two evils, right?
And the later
What I'll do is I'll just take the drag out of it.
Yajira Tirado and 25-year-old Jacob Kruger were booked into the Volusia County Branch Jail on a $5,000 bond. But if you thought those were disgusting parents,
Okay, I can take. Let's see.
19-year-old Alexi Treviso.
Alright, so this next story I had heard about, I think a few months ago. It went super viral because it's...
Oh, me mama.
January 27, 2023, Alexi Treviso was admitted to Artesia General Hospital in New Mexico for extreme back pain. The only thing, however, is that this wasn't just normal back pain. She was having labor pain, and instead of letting the doctors know, she decided to do the unthinkable.
You have any ideas for your next animation?
Would forever traumatize the medical staff involved in the case.
Something animal based. How is the light blue over my head? Because I have a fucking bluish light over my head.
She said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. Kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. So we took her back.
There we go. Let's just keep it like that. Although now it's really dark in here.
So the doctor started doing an exam on her. We had the lady come and clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean baby in the top of it. So when they looked in there, there was no trash in it, but it was underneath the clean bathroom.
Have you shared that channel with me or not yet? Maybe you didn't. I don't think you did.
She killed the kid.
Damn, that made me lightheaded. Holy.
She had it in the bathroom.
Whew.
And whatever she did, I don't know if she's gonna lie. She wouldn't tell us she's pregnant.
Alright, so clicky click
Yeah, it's hard.
ends there.
There's nothing really sarcastic or funny to say about this one. It's interesting to see how it develops though once the mother gets
The topics.
Alexi had been in the bathroom for quite some time until nurses realized something was wrong. Initially,
You're doing like furry stuff or something?
they never imagined finding a deceased
I won't judge you.
in the trash can of the bathroom.
Mom's there now.
How did I get those fucked up?
Lexi, I told you about
Damn, I got my things way out of sync.
Not to
Aha!
have a baby you told no one about in a hospital bathroom and throw it in the trash? Is that what you told her about? Fucking, what a weird reaction.
I always thought, like, there was, like, quite a community for that, though. Or am I just thinking of, like, 2015's kind of furry internet? I don't really know much about it. I've just watched videos, like YouTube slop videos about it, I guess. Some wholesome, some strange. But that's the world. The duality of man and beast. I mean, it's not like you're making porn, right? Because that would make sense. It's like, you know, there's a place for that. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, as long as people don't have your address, right? Like, you're not posting your identity or... I've always wanted to kind of have an anonymous account just so I could troll people and post crazy shit. I actually probably still will do that. Because sometimes I just want to type outrageous shit and see what people say to it.
The speculator in me
And then I want to sit back and laugh.
thinks this girl's probably been raised in some sort of draconian household and made to believe that her life is basically over if she strays from the perfect child blueprint that her mom or parents had laid out for her. Possibly religion fueled, maybe it's culturally influenced, whatever it may be, to go to the lengths that she did to deny and lie and cover up the pregnancy to the point of dumping it in a trash can at the hospital after it coming out of the bathroom. That to me is a culmination of parenting failures that prioritize perfection at the expense of any sort of trust. Again, I'm speculating. I'm sure there's a million other variables that went into
Civility is
here, but
the glue of society. And those who practice it are paced.
Covered with linen at the bottom of the trash can, which shows that Alexi had tried to hide her crime but failed. Not only that, but she refers to her baby as nothing when saying nothing was crime.
Okay, so it needs to go right after here.
trash bag, and your first response is like, you want to get in trouble for this now? Like,
You can definitely share it, but
picture of maybe
I don't know how I feel about poems.
Reaction and attitude to the news are totally not what one would expect in a situation like this.
I don't know why. I just
Is to see one of the nurses showing more
I find them typically really corny.
than his real family.
Unless you wrote something that is in the style of like Dr. Seuss or something, because I like that stuff. But I don't know why I'm being so harsh. Of course you can share it, but I guess just don't expect the most positive reaction from me. Because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to lie to anybody. I want to be real.
Alexi Treviso was finally detained and later arrested on charges
Mentality
of
based.
murder and tampering with evidence. She faces life in prison if convicted.
I mean, you could share it in the Discord. That way other people will see it. That will probably enjoy it more than myself. Because some people do like poetry. I mean, surely less people will see it on the stream. But then you just have me as an audience, which is lackluster.
Mom, I'm going to give you an opportunity to take a do you think she might be under arrest for?
That's all I'm gonna tell. Okay?
What do you mean that's all you're gonna tell me?
Everything. She's over there.
I understand that, but I have a right to know as well.
I do kind of agree with that as well.
Let me know now.
Just put it in the chat, dude. I gotta read it now. There's no going back.
Not long after this incident, Alexi was
Do it.
enjoying
We're gonna read it.
and her mother is suing the hospital, blaming them for the whole ordeal.
Of course she
But if
is. So mom's suing the hospital because it's their
Alright,
fault
how am I
that
gonna
you're
do
done.
this?
Like, I can't even go down. I'm just gonna get too heated talking about just the complete lack of accountability, responsibility. But it's all kind of, all the pieces, all the boxes are checked and why this situation's so fucked up. And typically that comes from the top down. Secondly, this is wild. Like, was that like the potential?
Okay, I'll be right back. Hold up.
That you went to prom with? You know, before she, threw the child out like a Kleenex, or maybe she didn't want him to know. Maybe that's why it was such a big deal for her, because it was someone else's. Or you know what? Who cares? I'm at prom. I fucking love this song. Anyways, next up.
On April 22nd, 2021, police arrived at a home to discover the cries of children screaming for their mother. Neighbors concerned about the kids' well-being were quick to dial 911.
Jesus. I mean, anytime you see this kind of disastrous, kind of like hoarding behavior, like you look at a house and you're like, oh, they're probably hoarders. There's just something going on that makes people like that incapable of caring for other people because they clearly can't care for themselves. I don't know, whatever that might be, drugs, mental illness, combination of those things. But it's just so shitty when it's like, why do those people have to have kids? You know?
Are they both your children?
Just live your life out and be the end of your G4.
Yeah.
The officers that arrived then found the children locked in a room in deplorable condition. The mother, once confronted, even dares to put their cries off as them playing.
Hello. Yeah, you. Yeah. They're not playing, man.
Yeah, just did a little game I like to play called Scream for Our Mother at the top of their lungs and cry uncontrollably because they're locked in their room. Fun little game. We watched it on YouTube, actually. I think Blippi likes to do it as well.
That weaves the same kind of weaving again and again. Threads that may cross are all the same, but nevertheless, the time they feel doesn't pass by, though outsiders see that is a lie. I feel I am running in circles again and again to where you may ask, but I don't know where or when. All the spelling errors!
Is anybody supervising them?
You know how I hear it in my head? You know that song Pepper by the Butthole Surfers?
So there's like 10,000 choking hazards in there that they're locked in that room and nobody's in there supervising them? As they're screaming for the whole neighborhood to call us?
I know it's not in the poem, I just had to read it.
From all your neighbors calling in, saying that they hear this multiple times throughout the week?
Brain's really running now. She's got the gears turning like, damn it.
Alright, I'm gonna give you some homework right now. I know you've heard this song. It's like
You know what? They scream a lot. And they're loud.
it's one of the most famous fucking songs of the 90s and early 2000s.
Disgusting look of the house, noticed cockroaches on the wall, and to make matters worse, she even declares that the house is a safe environment for her children.
When was the last time you even changed their diaper?
Yeah.
Whoops.
As it's sagging there.
I'd play it here, but I don't want to have to edit it out of the stream. So I'm gonna send it to you.
Press F for go.
And you listen to it when you want, but I hear the way it reads to me, it sounds kind of like
Dilapidated and gross, dude.
the way he does the verses in this song
Like, if someone's living like this on their own,
with a cool drum beat
shows about on TLC, obviously,
and a simple bass line.
it's like you look at it as this spectacle, and it's like, wow, these people are so fucked up and like mentally unwell, and look at how they live. It's disgusting. How could anyone live like this? And that's cool if you want to be like, that's entertainment for you, and it's like you flip through the channels and it's like, oh, look at how fucked up that person is. That's like it's like 90% of entertainment these days. But when there's kids on the receiving end of that, it's like it has a different tone to it, you know, just like less of an entertainment piece and more like a, fuck, dude, why did someone have to dump seeds in you?
It's just, they're very, very loud and vocal. And since most of the windows are open,
This is a safe environment, huh?
Like a weaver that weaves the same kind of weaving. Again and again, threads that may cross are all the same, but never their loss. The time they feel doesn't pass by, the outsiders see that that is a lie. And then you break the rhythm right here. I feel I am running in circles again and again. To where you may ask, but I don't know what or when.
And you can see so the screen wasn't there. Yeah, the screen was in, but you see how they have the holes and stuff where they're pushing their fingers through.
I mean, it seems like a poem to me, dude. If I've seen a poem, that is definitely a poem. Of an existentialist nature, which seems to be the crux of most poems that I have read.
Sorry about all the tourniquets on the floor. I try not to step on those when you come and survey the house.
Except for Shel Silverstein. He's the GOAT. Okay, I can't figure out how I'm gonna do this. So I got two.
The mother, who previously had no reaction to being told about her children's cries, now is seen breaking down as she's arrested for child neglect.
I bet if you thought of rhythm as you're writing it and keep a beat going with it, you have some interesting results. So even put on like a metronome.
Wait, there's a dude there too? Where was he in all this?
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Stepwife, stepsister, they're all kind of probably the same around there.
Give it a shot, my brother. Enjoy your night, dude. I'm getting hungry.
We don't tolerate this, alright?
I'll see you soon.
The conditions they're in is unsafe for them in general.
Thank you for sharing.
Unsatisfactory.
I will do my best. Heal Thok, the Great. If I can just figure out how I'm gonna fix this problem.
Christina Coe and Gilbert Bridewell were finally arrested and transported to the Sheriff Perry Hall inmate detention facility. They were both charged with 3 counts of felony child neglect without breaking and because neighbors called the cops. These small
Alright, so
were like this.
You know, it's not. I'm never like, yeah, they took the kids away and sent it to CPS. Like, it's just tragic. No
I
matter
need
how
this
you look at it. That couple probably loved those kids in some
about right there.
type of way, but like, I don't care if you have no money. I mean, there's been plenty of stories of families that don't have much that are able to show love and kindness and compassion and safety for their children, right? Those conditions were absolutely deplorable, but that story just sucks because it's like, if you call them terrible people in this video, I just think they're unwell. I don't know.
This time, kids were left in a hot car until a Uber driver realized it. On August 21st, 2021, Ohio police officers responded to a 911 call about kids being left out in a car for hours.
You've seen all the videos online when there's like a dog in the back of a hot car for like 9 minutes and the passerbys go nuts and like break the windows and then they find the dog owner and they shame him into oblivion, rightfully so. Well, now, can I introduce you to the woman who left her kids in the back of a hot car for 4 hours? It kind of makes sense. You know, a lot of dog owners say that it's like having kids. So I guess she took it seriously and, man, you know what? The math's not working out on that one. Never mind, let's just watch it.
We pointed out to you that you seen the kids in the car left. I talked to the little girl, she said probably like 4 or 5. Nothing done. It was like 3 or 4.
Okay.
I was just doing Uber Eats here.
You're fine, okay.
Drove by. No girl was hanging out the
Oh,
window.
that's got to be up there too.
What, the windows was rolled up, though?
Like they're two on
All this.
how they are. The 2 bathrooms where this one was up. The little 2-year-old here was hanging out the car screaming. Like I screaming for her mom, so I stopped.
Don't say.
What's your mom's name?
What's her name?
Steven.
Okay, why isn't this moving?
I do just gig work for work,
Okay,
so
okay.
I was doing an Uber Eats here, and like I said, I
There we
was
go.
by, and the little girl was hanging out the window screaming for her mom. So I'm a parent, so I walked up to the car to make sure there was nobody in the car with them.
God bless this dude too, by the way. So many people, I feel like these days, I just can't be bothered to notice what's going on around them. So just the idea that he was
Oh, that's
running around
way better.
with all the stress, and instead of being like, so
Okay.
like going to deliver his Uber Eats, he has that compassion as a parent, got out of the car and decided to look into it, and I fucking love that. You know, people like
And
that.
I asked her, I said, "What's your mom's name? I'll go get her." And then I saw the security guard, and I asked him to come outside because this is a serious matter. And I was like,
Amazing.
This is okay.
Here you can see how thanks to this guy, these kids were saved from a fatal fate. To the shock of everyone,
we know that,
we are
but-
later informed
I love you,
that
dogs,
the mother had been
but goddamn.
and had checked in at 7:30
Drive me crazy, they do.
in that car for almost 4 hours until this point. It seems that because this happened in the morning,
I want to be honest with you. If you gave me 3,000 guesses as to what that mother was doing to leave her kids in the car for 4 hours, donating plasma was definitely not going to be on that list.
kids were luckily able to resist for longer as it wasn't too hot.
Okay, that is way better. Heel Thok, I know you're not here, but thank you for saying what you did, because
Like if it was really hot, way more problematic. But
it's
if
actually more enjoyable to watch
65, 70 degrees,
now.
does not fucking matter. You don't leave your kids unattended in the back of a car for more, like, at all. You know, like, maybe you can run in and, like, grab
Probably
your
speed
stuff
that
in
up, too.
slow order, you know, for,
Cut
like,
that fat out.
40 seconds tops. If you can see the car through the window. 4 hours donating plasma?
And with us at 7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. Okay.
So you got the meat wagon there, probably check on the kids.
It's getting really warm out here now.
It's really hot.
And I don't know
The
about.
baby's dressed in pants and long sleeves.
What's your name?
My name is Stacy. I'm a registered nurse here.
Alright, gonna have to cut.
Sorry, we're just getting them checked out.
Cut that out.
Been here since 7:30.
Move this over and see what it looks like.
The mother was seen unable to process what she had done wrong, clearly showing what a great parent she is. Like we've seen in the other cases, she breaks down crying after being told she is going to be charged for child neglect, but has no reaction to when the officers told her about how she had endangered her children.
Seems to be a common theme, right? Where it's like they just are unaware of how negligent they're being, and they're like, oh, well, whatever. But the second it's their own well-being and convenience is in question, it becomes a problem. It's very...
And the kids are here.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright? We come here, however, we were here bystanders, we're able to, open the door, give the kids some water, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
However, this is severity crime.
Fuck, I was checked out. I wasn't even fucking paying attention.
The car was not on.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't leave it on.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot outside, you know what I mean?
Oh, so you mean to? Okay.
Even if it was.
Oh, she's like, all right, my bad. Next time I'll leave it on for 4 hours so the AC can run. I got you. No problem.
People can take your children,
Yeah.
take your car, and it's like
Oh, wow.
near 85 degrees outside.
Crop that up too. Looks good. Hell yeah.
They're easily raise their temperature level.
I'm struggling with the idea that it's ignorance and not just negligence, right? To try and wrap my head around this idea that this woman maybe didn't even know that it was a bad idea to do that. She's kind of acting like, oh, like you know, I'm sorry, what was wrong with it? Yeah, I didn't leave the car on, so what's the problem? I'd almost prefer it be like malfeasance, you know, like ill intent, neglect, instead of just being like, oh, I didn't know. That's almost scarier, to be honest.
Want to notify Child Family Services? Alright? And we'll go from there, okay? Hold on, I got it.
Listen, you know, being a parent is tough, dude. You get it, but you have to. You make compromises where you can. There's just some things you can't do. You just gotta find a way around.
I'll leave that as it is for now.
You know, like that. So as much as I try to sympathize and empathize with people that are struggling, it's like you just some things you just can't do, regardless how much you struggle.
No.
So put your hands. We're just entertaining you right now, right? Put your hands
I'm being entertained.
Yes. Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying.
Maybe you should be doing a lot of praying.
Yeah, stand by.
The mother, who previously hadn't checked up on her kids, now demands to see her kids as she's being arrested.
Hasn't even asked to see him yet. That was crazy.
Hold on. Yeah, Stacey Aldridge. 7:30, right? 7:43. Okay.
Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him?
Hey, laugh.
Can I go and see him?
Yeah, we're going to the hospital.
Okay, so let's go out.
The woman, later identified as Tamisha Massey, was finally charged with endangering children. She was then entered into a drug court mandated program where she successfully completed it after a few months.
So she got charged. Sounds like by the court mandated program she got put into. It was maybe drug related.
Alright, I'm gonna make dinner.
Videos we've done before have involved children.
So goodbye to my 0 viewers. Hope you have a great night or morning. Wherever you are, I hope it's just dandy.
Exactly. I know we watch.
And I'll see you next